हेलो एवरीवन, आई वेलकम यू ऑल टू चाणक्य आईएएस एकेडमी। आज हम टेस्ट 11 का डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं जो कि इकोनॉमिक्स सेक्शनल टेस्ट है। जैसा कि आप मेरे पीछे देख रहे हैं क्वेश्चंस, आइए शुरू करते हैं पहले क्वेश्चन से। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स रिगार्डिंग इंटरिम बजट। दीज आर द टू स्टेटमेंट्स। दिस इज रिगार्डिंग इंटरिम बजट 2024. Which of the following statements are correct? So we have to identify the correct statement. The right answer here will be A. First statement is correct. The second statement is wrong. This is twice the inflow during 2005 to 2014. Here is the trick. So the right answer here will be option number A. Now coming back to question number 2. Consider the following statements regarding wholesale price index. Statement 1, it is published by the economic advisor in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Good. Fuel and power are given highest weightage in it. It tracks inflation at the producer level only. Statement 4, it does not capture changes in the price of services. Here we have to identify which of the following statements are not correct. The right answer here will be 2 and 3. Not correct. Option number C. Question number 3. Mixed economy in India means, these are the four options. These are the four options: coexistence of large and cotton industries, foreign collaboration in economic development, coexistence of public and private sector. Option D is none of the above. As we all know, mixed economy means coexistence of public and private sector. So the answer here will be option number C. Question number 4. The Indian economy is characterized by. These are the four statements. You have to choose the correct statement here. These are the four options and the right answer here will be 1, 3, 4. Statement 2 is wrong. So we are left with the option D, 1, 3 and 4 only. Question number 5, moving forward. Which of the following is not a method to calculate the gross domestic product, GDP? These are the four options. The right answer here will be option number B, diminishing cost method. This one. Question number 6. The Hindu rate of growth refers to the growth rate of. These are the four options: per capita income, national income, population, literacy. So this was related to national income, option B. So the right answer here will be option B, national income. Question number 7. Along with the budget, the finance minister submits various documents to the parliament, including the macroeconomic framework statement. The aforementioned document is presented as mandated by. These are the four options here: A, B, C and D. The right answer here will be option D, provisions of the Fiscal Responsibility and Budgetary Management Act of 2003. Moving forward, question number 8. Economic liberalization in India started with. It's a pretty easy question, as we all know. The right answer here will be option A, substantial changes in industrial licensing policy. Before this, as we all know, a term known as license Raj, it was eliminated here. So the right answer here will be substantial changes in industrial licensing policy. Question number 9. The growth rate of per capita income at current prices is higher than of per capita income at constant prices, because the latter, that is per capita income at constant prices, takes into the account the rate of. The right answer here will be increase in price level. Question number 10. The per capita income in India was rupees 20 in 1867-68 and was ascertained for the first time by which of the following policies? First time by which of the following personalities? It was none other than Dadabhai Naoroji, option D. Question number 11. Who was the chairman of National Income Committee appointed by the Government of India in 1949? These are the four options and option B is the correct answer here. PC Mahalanobis, Option B. Question number 12. The economist who for the first time scientifically determined national income in India was, these are the four options here. The right answer here will be V.K.R.V. Rao. Option B. He was the man behind the determination of national income for the first time scientifically. Question number 13. Which one of the following is a sign of economic growth? An increase in national income at constant prices during a year, a sustained increase in real per capita income, an increase in national income at current prices over time, an increase in national income along with increase in population. The right answer here will be option B. A sustainable increase in real per capita income. This is what determines economic growth. Question 13. Moving forward to question number 14. The latest per capita income at current prices is lowest for the Indian state of, these are the four states. You have to identify the latest per capita income at current prices. Whoever is low, the right answer here will be option A, Bihar. Question number 15. With a reference to the capital formation, which of the statements are correct? These are the two statements here. The right answer here will be option C. Both of these statements are correct. Process of capital formation depends upon the savings, yes, and effectiveness of financial institutions. Investment is the essential factor of capital formation, yes. So both of these statements are correct, both 1 and 2. Moving forward to the question number 16. Despite being a high saving economy, capital formation may not result in significant increase in output due to which of the following factors? Weak administrative machinery, illiteracy, high population density, or the high capital output ratio. The right answer here will be option D, high capital output ratio. This one. Question number 17. Which of the following is a nodal institution for the implementation of sustainable development goals in India? These are the four bodies: Law Commission, Disinvestment Commission, Niti Aayog, and Finance Commission. The right answer here will be Niti Aayog. Option C. Question number 18. In the context of any country, which one of the following would be considered as parts of its social capital? Social capital. It's talking about the social capital. These are the four options. The right answer here will be option D. The level of mutual trust and harmony in the society. This is what signifies its social capital. Question number 19. Which of the following can be said to be essentially the part of inclusive governance? The word mentioned here is inclusive governance. These are the four options here. The right answer here will be option, statement 1 is wrong here. 2 is correct. 3 is correct. 4 is correct. Option C, 2, 3 and 4 only. This will be the correct answer. Option C. Question number 20. Increase in absolute and per capita real GDP do not connote a higher level of economic development if, you have to identify the situations here. These are the four options. The right answer here will be if poverty and unemployment increases. Option C will be the right answer. Question number 21. What are the advantages of implementing the National Agricultural Market Scheme? NAM. These are the two options. It is a pan-India electronic trading folder for agricultural commodities. Yes. It provides the farmers access to nationwide market with price commensurate with the quality of their produce. Yes, this is also correct. Both 1 and 2 will be correct here. Option C. Question number 21. Sorry, 22. Question number 22. Which one of the following states has the largest area under soybean cultivation? Now here Madhya Pradesh is the state which is quite famous for the soybean cultivation, and it has the largest area under soybean cultivation. Largest area under soybean cultivation. The right answer here will be Madhya Pradesh. Question number 23. Under which 5-year plan did agriculture registered a negative growth? The right answer here will be third 5-year plan. Third 5-year plan witnessed a negative growth in the agricultural sector. Question number 24. Which of the following is the largest vegetable producer country in the world? These are the four options here. The right answer here will be China. Option A. Question number 25. Agricultural income tax in India can be levied by who among the following? These are the four options here. The right answer here will be state government. Option A. Question number 26. The most important fish industry in India is found at which of the following places? Options are deep water, at above sea coast, at cultural inland, or at natural inland. The right answer here will be at natural inland. Option D. Moving forward to question number 28. Sorry, 27. Who was a person not associated with the Green Revolution when it started in India? Question number 27, we have these four options. The right answer here will be Rafi Ahmad Kidwai. He was not associated with this Green Revolution. Question number 28, crop insurance scheme in India was started in which of the following years? These were the years. The right answer here will be crop insurance scheme was started in the year 1985. Question number 29, National Agricultural Insurance Scheme replacing comprehensive crop insurance scheme was introduced in which of the following years? The right answer is 1999. This was the year which replaced comprehensive crop insurance scheme. Question number 30. Indian Grassland and Fodder Research Institute is located at which of the following places? These are the four cities. The right answer here will be Jhansi. Question number 31. Who determines the MSPs in India, minimum support price in India? These are the four bodies. The right answer here will be the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. Question number, I beg your pardon, this one is question number 32. Which of the following organizations approves the fair and remunerative prices of the sugar cane? The right answer here will be Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Moving forward to the next question we have here. Kisan Credit Card Scheme was announced in the which of the following year? Question number 30. The right answer here is option C, 1998-1999. This year. Moving forward to the next question. If the country is experiencing recession, then which of the following must likely be correct? The statement demands here which of the following options are correct in terms of experiencing recession. The right answer here will be decrease in real GDP. This one. Question number 32. The national income of a country is equal to which of the following? The right answer here will be option B, net national product at market prices, NNP at MP. Right now we are following this method, NNP at MP. Question number 33. Who has the authority to issue currency notes in India? The right answer is RBI. Question number 34. Who is the final authority in approving the design, form and material of the banknotes? The final authority rests with the central government. So the right answer will be option C, central government. Question number 35. Maintenance of the statutory reserve requirement by banks leads to which of the following? The right answer here will be option B. It makes the people deposits with the bank safe and liquid. This one. Question number 36. The consumer confidence survey in India is conducted by which of the following? The right answer here will be it is an exercise conducted by Reserve Bank of India. Question number 37. Which country has made Corporate Social Responsibility Act the very first time, for the very first time? The right answer here will be India. Option D. Question number 38. The Trade Disputes Act of 1929 provides for which of the following? These are the four options. The correct statement here will be a system of tribunals and ban on strikes. This was a very famous dispute act of 1929. Question number 39. Who among the following is not included in 8 core sectors in India? We have 8 core sectors in industry. The right answer here will be chemical. These are all are included in the 8 core sectors. Question number 40. Abid Hussain committee was related to? The right answer here will be small and medium industries. Option B will be the right answer. Question number 41. The oldest large scale industry of India is? The answer is cotton textiles. Option A. Question number 42. Which one of the following industries is regarded the most basic for our modern civilization? We all know iron and steel is the most basic industry for our modern civilization. So the right answer is option B. Question number 43. Which of the following is not a public sector undertaking? PSU we call it. NTPC, SAIL, BHEL or TISCO? TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company, is not a PSU. TISCO. Moving forward to the next question we have. Question number 44. The apex institution in the field of industrial finance is? We are talking about industrial finance, so the right answer here will be Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI. Question number 45. Which one of the following statements appropriately describes the fiscal stimulus? The right answer will be option B. It is an intensive affirmative action of the government to boost economic activity in the country. Option B will be the right answer. Question number 46. What does venture capital mean? It means a long-term startup capital provided to a new entrepreneurs. This is the right answer here, option B. Question number 47. The first industrial policy of free India was announced in which of the following year? It was announced in 1948. Option B will be the right answer. Question number 49. Sorry, it's the question number 48. Consider the following statements regarding the philosophy of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Question number 48. These are the 4 options here. The right answer here will be 2 and 3. 1 and 4 are incorrect. So the right answer here will be B, 2 and 3. This statement doesn't make any sense. Question number 49. Which of the following groups of goods is not included in the fast moving consumer goods? The right answer here is automobiles are not considered as fast moving consumer goods. The rest of the following are included as FMCG. Question number 50. Match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the correct code given below. These are the city, these are the industries. You have to match with the appropriate cities. The option that is correct here is A. Option A. Coimbatore is famous for the cotton textiles. Rourkela is famous for the iron and steel industry. Kapurthala is associated with the rail coach factory. And Barauni is appropriate for petroleum refining. Moving forward to the question number 51. The main objectives of setting up special economic zone, this was in the news, are, you have to identify what was the objectives of setting up SEZ. These are the 3 options here. The right answer here will be all of the above. Generation of, yes, correct. Promotion of investment from foreign sources, yes. Creation of employment opportunities, it will lead to creation of employment opportunities. The right answer here will be all of the above. Question number 52. Kandla, situated in the Gulf of Kutch, is well known for which of the following industries? It is known for the export processing zone. It is a well established export processing zone. So the option C will be correct here. Question number 53. The term domestic content requirement is sometimes seen with reference to which of the following? It was seen in news due to the developing solar power production in our country. Option A is correct here. Question number 54. When was the gender budgeting initiated in India? The gender budgeting was initiated in India in the year 2005 and 2006. So the right answer here is option A. Question number 55, moving forward. Which of the following constitutional amendment acts made necessary provisions for the implementation of GST? You have to identify which of the following acts were made for the necessary provisions for the implementation of GST. It's none other than 101st Constitutional Amendment Act. Option A becomes the right answer here. Question number 56. In which of the following budget the railway budget was merged with the union budget in India? So it was merged in 2017 and 18 budget. Option D becomes correct here. Question number 57. Which among the following is the most important item of revenue expenditure? We have two accounts, capital accounts, revenue accounts. Here we are talking about the revenue expenditure account. The right answer here will be none other than interest payment. Question number 58. You have to again identify the terms and the explanations. You have to match this. The right answer here becomes option A. A goes with 3, B goes with 1, C goes with 2, D goes with 4. Question number 59. Moving forward to question number 59. In India, deficit financing is used for raising resources for. And these are the four options. You have to identify which of the following option is the correct here. The right answer is none other than economic development. This one. Question number 60. Which of the following is likely to be most inflationary in its effect? You have to identify which one of the following process is most inflationary. The right answer here will be creation of new money to finance a budget deficit. This will have the most inflationary effect. Question number 61. Question number 61 we have here is, with respect to procedure of budget in the parliament, the amount of demand be reduced to ₹1 is called which of the following motions? The right answer here is policy cut motion. Option B becomes correct here. Option B. Question number 62. In Atmanirbhar Bharat, the economy has to move from command and control to plug and play. In this statement, the plug and play refers to which of the following? The right answer here will be government will provide policy and other support to pull in the private sector. This one. Option B becomes correct here. Question number 63. Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act was enacted in which of the following year? The right answer here is 2005. Option B. Sorry, it's a correction here. It was in 2003. FRBM Act 2003. It was of 2003. Question number 64. A redistribution of income in a country can be best brought about through which of the following? So it can be brought through progressive taxation combined with progressive expenditure. This would be the ideal condition. Question number 65. With which one of the following statements regarding the levying, collecting and distribution of income tax is correct here? The right answer here is, we have the four statements here. The right answer here will be the union levies, collects and distributes the proceeds of income tax between itself and the states. Okay, collection lies with the union and distribution with the itself and the states. Question number 66. Consider the following statement. During the second half of the 19th century, modern industry began to take root in India very aggressively. Notice the word very aggressively. No, it was not very aggressively. This is incorrect. Initially, this development was confined to The setting up cotton and jute mills in eastern and western parts of the country respectively. No, western parts. So the right answer here will be neither of them. Option D. Question number 67 we have is, we have these assertion and reason statement. The right answer here will be, these are the two statements. You have to identify which one is the better explanation or which of the following is correct, incorrect. The right answer here is both 1 and 2 are correct, and this explains this. The reason explains assertion. So option A becomes correct here. Question number 68. Moving forward, service tax in India was introduced in which of the following year? The right answer here will be, it was introduced in 1994 and 1995. This one. 1994. Moving forward, question number 69. Which of the following 5-year plan is also known as liberalization of economy? 8th 5-year plan was known as the liberalization of economy. Question number 72. Moving forward, who among the following was the chairman of the first Finance Commission of India? First Finance Commission of India, who was the chairman? The right answer is K.C. Neogi. Option B. Question number 71. Which union ministry implements the MSE Cluster Development Program? As the question suggests, the answer lies in the option A, Ministry of MSME. Question number 72. According to the Sustainable Development Goals Report 2023, which of the following country ranks highest on the path of progress in meeting most of the goals of Agenda 2030? So the right answer here will be none other than Denmark. Denmark is the correct answer here. Moving forward to the question number 73. Who is the ex-officio chairperson of the Monetary Policy Committee in India? It's a pretty simple question. The right answer here will be Governor of Reserve Bank of India. He is the ex-officio chairperson. Question number 74. The National Clean Air Programs NCAP aims to achieve a 20% reduction in particulate matter concentration by which of the following year? The right answer here will be 2030. Question number 75. According to goal 1 of the SDG, what is the target related to poverty eradication? So the target here is to reduce at least by half of the population proportion of people living in poverty. Option C. Question number 77 we have here is, what is the main focus of Cartagena Protocol? Easy one, biosafety to the Convention on Biological Diversity. Cartagena Protocols deals with this. Question number 78. On which of the occasions was the Healthy and Energy Efficient Buildings Initiative launched? So you have to identify on which of the following days Healthy and Energy Efficient Buildings Initiative was launched. It was launched on World Environment Day. Question number 79. Which government body is responsible for the conservation of rivers, lakes and streams under the NRCP and National Plan for Conservation of Aquatic Ecosystem? The right answer here is none other than C, National Directorate of River Conservation. Option C becomes correct here. Question number 80. Moving forward, the concept of green GDP. Green GDP was in news recently. Option A, measuring the economic value of environmental resources and services. Option A becomes correct here. Question number 81. What is the definition of green accounting in context of national income accounting? So the right answer here will be none other than option B. Subtracting the degradation cost of nature provided resources from the natural product. Option B becomes the most appropriate answer here. Question number 82 we have. Under the Constitution of India, economic planning is a subject in which of the following list? Economic planning lies within the concurrent list. So the right answer here is option number C. Question number 83. Who among the following formulated the Gandhian plan? The right answer is Shriman Narayan Agarwal. Option B becomes the correct option here. Question number 84. The rolling planning concept in national planning was introduced by who among the following? The right answer here is the Janata government. This was associated with the rolling plan, this one. Question number 85. The 5-year plan that terminated 1 year before its scheduled period is which of the following plans? It was the 5th 5-year plan. So the answer here is option D. It terminated before its expiry period, 1 year before the 5th year period. Question number 86. What is the primary purpose of the Mumbai Interbank Offer Rate? So the primary purpose of interbank offer rate is to serve as a benchmark for money market transactions in India. Option B becomes the correct answer here. Question number 87. Which statement most accurately captures the connection between social sector efforts and the Indian economics? The right answer here will be social sector investment is essential for sustained economic growth. Question number 88 we have is the term base erosion and profit shifting, very much in news. It's sometimes seen in the context of which of the following? It is related to curbing of the tax evasion by MNCs. So option B becomes correct here. Question number 89 we have is what role can state government play in the management and conservation of biodiversity heritage sites? So it can frame rules for management and conservation in the consultation with the central government. So option C becomes correct here. Question number 90, very simple one. Bank Board Bureau was established on the recommendation of which of the following committees? So the right answer we have here is PJ Nayak Committee. PJ Nayak Committee. Just a minute. PJ Nayak Committee. Question number 91. In the context of finance, the term beta refers to which of the following? So it is a numeric value that measures the fluctuations of a stock to changes in the overall stock market. It measures the fluctuation. So option D becomes the correct answer here. Question number 92. The service area approach was implemented under the purview of, a pretty simple question, it was under the purview of lead bank scheme. Option B. Moving forward to question number 93. Which of the following is issued by the registered portfolio investors to oversee investors who want to be a part of Indian stock market without registering themselves directly? P notes, participatory notes. The right answer here becomes option D. Question number 94. Disguised unemployment generally describes which of the statements mentioned below? Disguised employment describes the productivity of worker is low. Too much people doing same amount of work where the productivity becomes low, gets low, is what is disguised unemployment. Question number 95. Which of the following is not included in the assets of commercial bank in India? If we talk about the assets, the deposits are not the assets of commercial bank. These are the liabilities. So option B becomes correct answer here. Question number 96. Which one of the following activities of Reserve Bank of India is considered to be a part of sterilization? So sterilization is concerned with conducting open market operations. The right answer here is option A. Question number 97. The concept of legal tender refers to which of the following in monetary aspect? Okay, so you have to identify the concept of legal tender involved with these options. Let's look at the options. Option A, currency notes that are readily accepted for transactions. Yes, correct. Option B, currents that are minted by the government. Absolutely correct. So the right answer here becomes option C, both A and B. Question number 98. What does the term Govardhan stands in the context of the scheme? The right answer here is generating organic biomass agro resources. Option B becomes correct answer here. No, this one is incorrect. I beg your pardon. This one, galvanizing organic bio agro resources dhan. This one is correct, galvanizing. Option C becomes correct here. Question number 99. Which of the following bank is not in the list of domestically systematic important banks? SDFC Bank is in DSIBs, ICICI is in DSIBs, SBI is in DSIBs, but Axis Bank do not fall within DSIBs. So the right answer here is option A. Question number 100. Which of the following department decides the outlay for centrally sponsored schemes? So it is decided by Public Finance Division under the Department of Expenditure. Option B becomes correct here. Question number 101. Which one of the following measures is not likely to help? Aid means help in improving India's balance of payment position. You have to identify which one is not helping here. Look at the option D, levying of higher duties on exports. Does it help? No, it does not help. So the right answer here is option D. Moving forward to question number 102. With reference to the FDIs in India, which one of the following is considered as its major characteristics? The major characteristic of FDI is, these are the four options. The right answer here is, it is a largely non-debt creating capital flow. So the right answer here is option B. Question number 103. Which of the following is a bond through which Indian entities can raise money from foreign markets in rupees and not in foreign currencies? So the right answer here is 103 we have is masala bonds. Option B becomes correct here. Masala bonds. Initiated in 2016, this is the bond through which Indian entities can raise money from the foreign market. Not in foreign currency, but in Indian currency. Question number 104. Which one of the following group of items is not included in the India's foreign exchange reserve? Is included. Here we are talking about group of item is included in the India's foreign exchange reserve. The right answer here is, this one is correct, this one is correct, and SDRs. Foreign currencies, assets, goals, and SDRs. This one is in our foreign exchange reserves. These are the items which are available. Question number 105. Which of the following is crucial for achieving gender inclusion in the Indian economy? These are the four options. The right answer here will be option number B, equal education and employment opportunities. Question number 106. In comparison to the revised estimates of 2023-2024, what is the percentage increase in effective capital expenditure in budget 2024-2025? And the option here which is correct is 17.7%. This is the correct answer here. 107. Moving forward. What is the targeted fiscal deficit according with the budget estimates of 2024-2025? Option B. 108. According to the interim budget 2024, what is the target year for net zero commitment of green energy? Option C. 2070. Question number 109. The substitution of steel for wooden plough in agricultural production is an example of labor augmenting, capital reducing technological progress, or none of the above. It's an example of capital augmenting technological process. Option B becomes correct here. Moving forward to question number 110. Nominal GDP and real GDP are two ways to express the total value of goods and services produced in an economy. The key difference between them is Nominal GDP reflects the value of production at current market price, while real GDP adjusts for inflation. Nominal GDP equals real GDP equals nominal GDP minus inflation. So what we get here is option B. This is correct. 111. Which one of the following organization publishes the Global Economic Prospects Report? The right answer here is the World Bank publishes the Global Economic Prospects Report. This one. Option D becomes correct here. Question number 112. Question 112 we have is, which one of the following World Bank affiliates provide assistance for poverty alleviation to the world's poorest country? The right answer here is International Development Association. We also know it as IDA. This one. Question number 113. The Travel and Tourism Competitive Index is released by. The right answer here is World Economic Forum. Question number 114. Which of the following economists propagated the pure monetary theory of trade cycle? So this was propagated by Hartree. 114A is the right answer. 115. 115. Which of the following organizations bring out the publication known as the World Economic Outlook? Option A, IMF. 116. We're moving forward to 116. Which one of the following is the founder of World Economic Forum? If you look at the option A, Klaus Schwab. He was the founder of World Economic Forum. 117. Question number. Both FDI and foreign institutional investors are related to investment in a country, correct? Which one of the following statement represents an important difference between the two? You have to highlight between the difference. You have to identify the differences. These are the four options. The right answer here will be FII helps in increasing capital availability in general, while FDI only targets specific sectors. Yes, this is correct. Option B is the correct answer here. 117, option B. 118. The Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, RIDF, has been created under which of the following institutions? So the RIDF has been created under NABARD. 119. Midday meal scheme was started in the year. This was started in the year 1995. Option A becomes the correct answer here. 120. Who among the following advocated the policy of providing urban amenities in rural areas? This is a pretty simple question. It was none other than our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Question number 121. Which of the following is the best definition of helicopter drop? This was in news, helicopter drop. If we look at the options, the correct option will be 121C. The use of monetary stimulation to boost economic growth and inflation. We use monetary stimulations to boost economic growth as well as the inflation. 122. Which one of the following statement is incorrect with respect to Phillips curve? If we look at these options, the option B becomes the most suitable. A higher unemployment rate is associated with higher inflation. Question number 123. Which one of the following definitions of stagflation is correct? If we talk about stagflation, the right answer among the options will be option D. A scenario of low growth and high inflation is present here. Option number D becomes the correct answer here. Question number 124. Question number 124 talks about a state of affairs where price inflation is temporarily slowing down. It's used to characterize situations in which there has been a slight short-term decrease in the inflation rate. Which type of economic condition does the passage above describes? These conditions describes disinflation. Moving forward to 125. Which of the following statement describes the concept of biofloc farming? So the biofloc farming It's a technique for producing usable nutrients from fish waste through high density fish farming in a controlled setting. Option B becomes the correct answer here. Question number 126. 126. What kind of impact will an increase in interest rates by the US Federal Reserve will have on the Indian economy? Okay, these are the three statements. The Indian rupee will depreciate. No, this is wrong. If this is wrong, this becomes incorrect, this becomes incorrect, this becomes incorrect. Option 2 and 3 will be the correct answer. Increasing foreign investment in the Indian market, yes. Imports will be more costly, yes. So the right answer here is option B. 127, moving forward. Consider the following statements regarding headline inflation. It is a measure of total inflation within an economy, yes. It is a less volatile than core inflation. No, it is more volatile. This is wrong. More volatile. This becomes incorrect. This becomes incorrect. This becomes incorrect. The right answer here will be option A. Question number 128. Consider the following statements. All direct taxes are progressive in nature. No. This is wrong. All indirect taxes are regressive in nature. This one is incorrect. And this one is correct. All direct taxes are progressive. This one is incorrect. So the right answer here becomes option number A. 128, A is the right answer. Question number 129. Consider the following statements. India's GDP in terms of purchasing power parity is more than its nominal GDP. Yes. Recently, India became the third largest economy in the world in the terms of PPP. Yes. Both are correct. So the right answer here is option C. Question number 130. A Digital Innovation Alliance recently seen in the news is related to a phase of which of the following? Option B becomes correct here. G20. 131. Which one of the following are likely the impacts of inflation on Indian economy? Okay, here are the four statements. Increase in fiscal deficit, yes. Recession in some sectors, correct. Increase in current account deficit, yes. Appreciation of Indian currency, no, it's wrong. So the right answer here becomes 1, 2 and 3. Question number 132. These are the two statements, call money and notice money. Notice money, under the notice money market, funds are transacted on an overnight basis. No, this is an important function of call money market. The Reserve Bank of India sets the interest rate in the call money market. This is also incorrect. So the right answer here becomes option number D. 132, option D is the correct answer. Question number 133. With reference to restructured National Bamboo Mission in news recently, identify the correct statement. The right answer here is option 1 is incorrect, option 2 is correct, option 3 is correct. So option B becomes the right answer. 134. In the context of national income accounting, which of the following constitutes the domestic territory in India? These are the three statements. 1 and 2 are correct. Embassies and consulates of foreign countries located in India. No, this does not form a part of domestic territory of India. This becomes a part of domestic territory of their respective countries. So the right answer here will be option number 1 and 2. 135. Consider the following statements, assertions. First statement is correct. It was initiated in 2005 and 6. First gender budget. The gender budget statements only includes projects with at least 50%. No. This is wrong. So the answer here becomes option A. 136. Consider the following statements regarding NBFCs, non-banking financial entities. This one is correct. No. Option 3 is also incorrect. Option A is correct. Only one is correct. Question number 137. Which of the following is quantified by Lorentz curve? It is an important curve of which depicts income inequality. 138 question number. Which of the following committees was set up in India for the identification of BPL families in urban areas? So the right answer here is Hashim Committee. Question number 138, option D is the correct answer. Question number 139. Which of the following indices is most suitable to assess the intensity of poverty in India? The most suitable assessment will be done in multidimensional poverty index. 140. Who among the following has been given the idea of self-help groups as an effective tool for poverty alleviation? It was Muhammad Yunus, MD Yunus. Option B becomes correct answer here. Consider the following statements and select the correct answer using the code given below. Assertion increases with a higher growth. Yes, this is correct. It happens only when there is lack of professional education. Yes. So this statement is correct and R is the correct explanation of option A. Sorry, statement A. Question number 142. The balance of payment of a country is systematic record of which of the following? So it is a systematic record of all imports and export transactions of a country during a given period of time, normally a year. So option A becomes correct here. Question number 143. Complete convertibility of rupee in current account. You have to see the word current account. Was declared from which of the following year? It was declared from 1994. 144. In which year was rupee devaluated for the very first time in India? It was devaluated in 1949, just after the independence, 1949. 145. Which of the following statement about green bond is incorrect? You have to identify the incorrect statement here. The option D becomes the incorrect statement. Green bonds are fixed interest loan with short date maturities. This is an incorrect statement. Question number 146. Which of the following is not the reason for low productivity in agriculture? Okay. Question number 146 talks about which one of the following is not the reason for low productivity in Indian agriculture. The right answer here is cooperative farming. Question number 147. We are moving towards the last questions, set of questions. Question number 147. Which of the following is most appropriately describing the nature of green revolution of late 60s of the 20th century? The right answer here becomes high yielding varieties program. Question number 148. In which of the following year National Land Record Modernization Program was launched? So it was launched in 2008. Option A becomes correct here. Question number 149. First agricultural university in India was established at which of the following places? It was established in Pantnagar. Option A. Last question, 150th question. Indian National Academy of Agricultural Research Management was located at which of the following places? New Delhi, Hyderabad, Nagpur, Nainital. The right answer here is Hyderabad. So these were the solutions of all of the 150 questions of economics section. I hope you all are doing very well. Till the BPSC prelims, keep studying and we wish you all the very best.